our last story, farmers along the White Volta in the Upper East region are still recovering from last year's flood that destroyed their farmlands. The farmers say they have lost virtually everything to the flood and lament assistance from government is yet to come. The region was hit with its worst flood in September and October last year. Human lives, livestock and farms were lost. JoyNews' Muhammad Nurdin was there and for this report.
Ariku Martin Akudugu is my name. 2016 National Best Farmer first runner-up.
In September and October 2020, floods destroyed his over 500 acres of maize and rice fields in the Upper East region. Ariku Martin Akudugu was left devastated at home, wondering how to start all over again.
As you can see, this is my farmland. A little over 500 acres of land that I cultivated maize and rice. The maize were 320 acres. The rice was around 180. We also have mango plantation, as you can see. We lost everything through the floods.
The flood was caused by the Kabore Dam spillage in Burkina Faso and the heavy downpour. The Upper East region town of Kabore was not the only place affected. Many farms in the region and parts of the northern sector were submerged beyond their economic threshold. The most affected farmlands were within weeks of harvest, and all farms close to the White Volta were washed away. Mr. Akudugu invested 450,000 cedis in the over 500 acres of farmland. 3,600 bags of maize and 3,200 bags of rice were expected to be harvested at the end of the season. According to Mr. Akudugu, the investment was worth 2.6 million cedis.
In fact, the amount of money I invested in this was almost about 450,000 Ghana cedis. And what I was expecting to harvest at the end of the cropping season was around 3,600 bags of maize and 3,200 bags of rice. That would have been what I was expecting to harvest at the end of the season. The amount of money I would have at least as income would have been somewhere around 2.6 million Ghana cedis per the investment I made.
Before the flood and the Kabore Dam spillage, the farmers were hopeful their crops had done so well, and many were smiling. A bumper harvest was a dream that was about to come true, but Mother Nature had other plans, and the rains and flood took away their joy.
Wet season time, we always put our best more than the dry season. So when you look at the wet season, we use more than 1,000 acres here, and in fact, when you look at it, we gain nothing. But
they tell us that we to fill the forms, and they bring our things for us. We are able to fill the forms, but we haven't heard anything. Nothing comes on. We are begging the government that they should do what they should do something small to help us.
This is the highest impact, the highest flooding we have seen since I started cropping here, since 2008.
And that's it for the M News with me, Mapita CBD.